Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Child of the Cosmos. I am Sophia. So I wanted to share some new affirmations. And the first one is, today I recognize the divine within me. I have faith in my inner strength and capabilities. I am strong. And the next one, and these are more like a prayer affirmation because they're longer in paragraphs and whatnot. Usually affirmations are very short, a couple of sentences, a sentence, 5 words or 3 to 5 words. But sometimes I like to go deep. So it says, accept yourself for who you are and be grateful where you are right now. I am grateful. And these are going to go in the deck. Daily healing messages. That's where those will go. We're going to pull from Shadow Is What Shadow Does. And I'm just going to pull 2 cards from the Shadow deck. And let's just see what's on the topic of discussion. Let's see what energies I tap into. And let's just see where this shadow reading takes us. I'm trying not to focus too much on negative energy at the moment. There's a lot going on in the world, not to mention in the ethers, with our planets. There's so much going on. And whether you believe it or not, everyone is being affected, whether you're awake or asleep. All right. Okay. Let's give us a message. It's more dense on top. Your light triggers the shadows within. And when you're a sovereign being and you come across people who are operating in a lower frequency, dense energy, we're talking negative energy, your light could trigger the shadows within them, especially when these shadows have attachments to them. Okay? So you're educated on that. So you understand, and you must protect yourself energetically. And we have lies to control others. So I'm picking up on an energy that tells a lot of lies just to control the people around them. And this could be the energy that is getting triggered by the light in this energy. So we have a light and we have a shadow on the table for a reading. And dealing with these kinds of people, it's good to say prayers, get yourself literally like strapped up, and you can say, today I recognize the divine within me. I have faith in my inner strength and capabilities. I am strong. And that's going to give you that strength. Believe, okay? Believe that you are strong enough to deal with anything that the universe sorry, I'm getting up. Brings upon you, okay? Yeah, I'm picking up on the energy. The one that tells lies. Kind of want to just get out of it. It's really, this is a pathological liar. This person lies about everything. And you got to remember, when you're operating in a higher frequency, you should not be surrounded yourself with people who are in negative, dense energies, because a lot of times they have attachments to them. And what can happen with those attachments, they'll get irritated. This is how people kill people for no apparent reason. Like, people just out of nowhere go crazy. Yeah, it's to feed. Souls are being fed upon, the light are being fed upon. Ooh. All right. The gift. And I'm picking up what you need to understand, especially someone who's sovereign and has light within them and knows they have light. We all have gifts, even the darks have gifts too. Sometimes they're more tapped in, tuned in, because they graduate. What? Someone graduate? They gravitate towards their dark side when they have dense negative energies, when they're operating in that frequency and they have entities attached to them. I'm sorry, but it's the damn truth. People, you were brought up to think of the devil. Well, that comes in people. It's an energy, and it comes in people. Understand that. It comes in people, no matter what. Okay. So we all have the gift. Everyone has a gift. Everyone is highly intuitive. Everyone is a psychic. But if you're closed off and your mind and your heart is fluttered with a bunch of trauma, disappointments, and you're operating in lower frequencies, you're not going to be tuned in and tapped into those gifts. No. You're going to be fed upon. All right. So let's get another. Put that on that side. And the next one says, beware of your thoughts and feelings. Beware of your thoughts and feelings are just as impactful as your actions. Some people question, why do bad people you get blessed? Like, to them, they think, bad people are doing good. Why are they doing good? It's not about, the frequency doesn't know if you're bad or good. It just knows vibration. Whatever vibration you're operating on, you can be a person of darkness, and you can be so happy in your darkness, and you can operate on a high frequency. You can get up there if you're happy about it. It just goes with your vibration. But you can't manipulate the universe, and they will counteract anything that tries to manipulate energy, vibration, and frequency. You will be held accountable for that. No one can operate that way. It is not good to do. And darkness has a chance to go to the light as well. There's been some dark beings from the demiurge, and they went to the light. They knew he was wrong. Do not allow others to use your compassion as a doorway to destroy you. Okay? Because you have a gift. You have a light in you. And when you walk into rooms and you see that people look at you strangely, or you're just getting people to react to you in a negative way, those people have attachments. Get out of there as soon as possible. Yes, those are people operating in dense energy, and they'll get attachments. This is how, dark negative energy can steal the light of those operating in light. Okay? This side's really, really good. This side is, they gotta beware of your thoughts. Yeah, doing it to themselves. They use a lot of lies to control others, and lies are manipulation. So they play a lot of games. A lot of toxic games is what they do. They play a lot of toxic games. Communicate openly without fear. Don't react to others when they react to you, because it causes friction. Stay calm and balanced. And what that means is, what happens when someone reacts in a certain way to you, and it's not good. However, that doesn't mean you have to respond. What you can do is know how karma works and know that that person will receive their karma, because how people treat you is their karma. How you respond is yours. And the best way to respond to negative energy is don't play into it. Do not allow your energy to open up the field so that this negative can come through. Everyone's being tested. That's how negative energy seeps in your home, carrying it in on your back, not even aware of it. The best thing to do is understand how friction works when two energies collide. The best thing to do is see it for what it is, darkness attaching to a shadow person, and transmute that negative energy. You can give it to the Father, harming no one. You transmute it. Don't send it back, because then that opens up the field for that energy to come back to you, because you're playing what I call the energetic ping pong game. Best thing to do is separate yourself, walk away right away, and say to yourself, pray, say to yourself, I recognize the divine within me. I have faith in my inner strength and my capabilities. I am strong. I transmute this negative energy. I give it to the Father, harming no one. And that energy goes up, because a lot of innocent people can be harmed with negative energy that doesn't know where to go. And it has to go back to the sender, because the person that sent it out. And that's how energy works. So remember that, okay? All right. Let's get another message here. And when you stay vibing on a high frequency, okay, you welcome money and success, being ready to receive it. You welcome that into your energy, your frequency, because you're staying high vibrating, okay? Let's see if I can get one more on this negative energy here. So I hope that explains, helps you understand a little bit more about negative energy and how it works. All right. And if you feel like you've been depleted, take yourself a sea salt bath. That will help replenish your aura. Your aura is your not your nervous system, but your aura is your immune system. Pitting family members against each other. Yeah, this goes with lies to control others. Beware of your thoughts, whoever you are. If you're using lies to control others and to manipulate, beware of your thoughts, because thoughts are energy, and that action will come back to you. When you send out something to hurt someone, it will come back to you. So be mindful of your thoughts, because it'll latch on a frequency, and that could be why you're getting a lot of attachments, negatively attached to your inner psyche, the mind and the heart. Do not look outside yourself. Go within to receive answers. And I'm going to put that at the heart of this reading. I choose awareness over reaction. This is what you need to start doing. Choose awareness over reaction. You notice how this is over here has more light and this is more shadow. Can you see the difference? Clearly I can. And we got emotionally unavailable at the top. Yeah. Okay. We got quick temper. That energy, quick temper, though, that becomes a vibration and it latches onto a frequency. And if it's a dense frequency, you will get attachments from other beings that are operating in a dense frequency as well. So accept yourself for who you are and be grateful where you are right now. And the affirmation is, I am grateful, so that you can get out of this toxic energy that you're giving yourself and spewing over onto others. Yeah. Yeah, it must be stopped. All right. We're going to pull some inner psyche prompts to help heal the inner psyche so that we can work on the mind and the heart so that we can go deep, because it's like an onion. It's where it stores. The mind stores all old and new information. The heart also stores information, the hurt and the pain. I hope this is making sense to you. Okay, we're going to pull some inner psyche prompts for both sides of this shadow reading, which is not so bad, but someone is doing a lot of toxicity on the right side. All right, so let's pull from the left side first. Left side needs more boundaries. They need to understand the light within them. Holy Spirit, give us a sentence that they can work on today. Name 3 things you love about your personality. Okay? Name 3 things you love about your personality. All right, we're going to pull one more. When was the last time you felt jealous? What did you fear might happen and why? That's for the right side. When was the last time you felt jealous? What did you fear might happen and why? Let's get another one. To the left, Holy Spirit. I close my eyes, by the way. I just go by the energy. Name something you wish others would say about you. That you're not a liar. Something better, of course. How do you self-sabotage things you want in life? It's going to be the heart of the... That's for both sides, because light can sabotage as well. And this light does by allowing no boundaries. Got to have boundaries. That's how you're going to protect yourself. All right. And that is a spiritual sentence. Are your core values similar to your parents or caregivers? Are you happy about that? All right. We are going to pull from the higher beings of light, messages, or solutions. And we got 852 hertz at the top of the deck. This is for awakening the intuition. This is music notes. Music notes are vibration, and it's energetic, and our bodies can respond very well to music because everything is energy, even music notes. And also there's a lot of music notes out there to help with healing. I'm going to start putting some in a playlist so that if anyone's interested in listening to positive vibration, so that can go up, whether it be for money, health, abundance, healing the inner child, cleansing out negative energy in the home. I mean, just so many good. There's a lot of good things on YouTube. Oh, I have a playlist. Let me tell you. Like, I'm listening right now to it's a super intelligence alpha waves, and that's the alpha in the brain, and that also too has a hertz. The alpha brain waves, I believe it's 432 hertz, and that is for the alpha brain waves, and that's the activity and body. It also helps relax and reduce blood pressure. and memory retention and emotional balance. So if you're experiencing anxiety, okay? All right, so, and that's 432 hertz. You just got to push in 432 hertz music, okay? And it'll bring up all 432 hertz. And this is the emotional energy. Now, I want you to understand, you light being, your emotional energy is what we store in the heart. And when we don't balance that and heal it, it causes a lot of heart issues, illnesses. Cardiovascular is the number one dominant, one of the dominant illnesses in the world, the heart. And it's because a lot gets stored in the emotional energy. We have 4 emotional bodies within our soul, and emotional energy is one of them. And that is tied to your inner psyche, the heart, which is a doorway to your higher self, your soul. So I'm hoping that explains that. And we'll get more, we'll see what, I could pull some numbers or pull tarot and see. You are a being encouraged to let go of the past patterns, to embrace the future, built on love and positive choices. That's for you. Stop lying to control and get your way. It's time to grow up, and it's time to face the music. It's time to face your shadow, or else you're going to collect a lot in there, and when you go and you leave this earth, I hate to say what's going to happen. This is why my channel, I'm dedicated to help souls help heal their heart and their mind. You can read all the self-help books you want. You can take all the hypnosis classes and therapy you want. When you go, you will become conscious, your mind. And if you haven't healed that, all of the traumas, all of the disappointments, all of the heartaches, all of the grief that you suffered here on earth is coming back in real time. And you will end up becoming a victim of the false light. And you will come back on a karmic wheel. Yeah. Why? Because I've done it many a times. And I'm fully aware of it now. And I refuse to do it. And this is why my channel is dedicated to healing the inner psyche, the mind and the heart. That's by choice. I can get into anything right now, but this is what I choose. Do not be consumed by your thoughts. That's for both sides. Do not be consumed by your thoughts. Why? Because thoughts are energy. Words. Thoughts become words. Words become energy. Energy becomes vibration. Vibration goes up and it latches onto a frequency. And the frequency is constantly moving up and down, but quickly across. Up and down, up and down. It's a frequency. And you could latch on to a really bad frequency that you don't want to be on. So, gotta stay vibing high. Pay attention to what you watch. I don't watch any TV. I don't watch any movies that are not high vibrational. They have to be high vibrational. Even music, high vibrational. You won't catch me. All right, so this is 285 hertz. It's for tissue healing. What that means is it restores the tissue and heals the organs within your body. And it cleanses your energy and it repairs your DNA. And you may think, what? Yes, energy. Everything is energy. And this is secludedly made for souls. I have, the 10 sacred frequencies. And they're a set of sacred ancient tones believed to heal the body, mind, and spirit. This is part of my healing process that I went through. And this is what I'm going to be offering on my channel once it opens up and I get enough people so that I can open up. It's all about healing. That's why I'm not focusing too much on the shadow. Is what shadow does. I'm only going to pick 2 cards, maybe 4 at the most. And it's just going to be more on solutions and healing, because that is my passion right there. Of course, I'll do continue to do shadow readings. Some can be really distorted, but honestly, I hate the energies. I don't like feeling the energies, and that's why I'm pulling back a little bit. I'm gonna do what feels good to me, and for me, it's healing, because in my past life, I was a healer, and I'm a Heyoka empath. We are healers. Not only that, I see, feel, hear, smell energy. And that's a part of who I am. And in my past life, like I said, I lived many lives. So, yeah. I was a shadow witch in my past life. It was kind of scary at first, but shadow witches, they're very strong witches that they're healers, and they deal with shadow, the darkness in people, and they heal them, and they can walk through darkness without being consumed. And it's something and I was also a light witch too, and a healer, medicine woman, shamanism, yes, my bloodline and all that. So a lot of other things, a lawyer, a doctor, yeah. When you find out these things about yourself and your past lives, because a lot of the traumas that you go through right now could be from a past life. And for me, as a young child, I might make this video private, because if I disclose this, but I think I'll wait for my community. Just know that I know enough and have enough experience to help any soul who wants to transition and heal their inner psyche, their mind and their heart, and move to awakening to your gifts. As we are all highly intuitive, we are all psychic, but you have to heal that inner psyche, the mind and the heart, and your past traumas. You have to let it go. And you have to go on an understanding. You have to learn everything there is to know about where you come from and who you are. And you have to want it. And if you don't want it, then, some want to remain a shadow cattle, and being stuck in the matrix. And that's okay. You'll be harvested, farmed, and reborn, and fed upon. Yeah. And that right there is more scarier than anything you got to face within you. Trust me, believe that. All right. And we have an affirmation. I am full of energy and vitality at every age. I am healthy. And I say that. That's true, too. Yeah. And I'm going to end this shadow reading here. And I hope that this resonated with anyone, and watch the videos so that you can get the inner psyche prompts. I may start to put them on the short again and attach the video. Yeah. So I did take pictures when I wrote for these 2 affirmations, and feeling the energy in the world right now. And I call these affirmation prayers that this is acceptance, and this is more of a message. Accept yourself for who you are, and be grateful for where you are right now. And the affirmation is, I am grateful. And this one is an affirmation prayer. Today I recognize the divine within me. I have faith in my inner strength and capabilities. I am strong. Yes, you are. You are strong. Shadow cattle, wake up, rise, and heal. Please like, subscribe, and thank you.